Hey traders, Charles here, and I want to show you a quick video about how we've been trading our brickwick charts inside of the Syndicate program and how a simple reversal bar signal with trend produced an opportunity of 50 pips on Euro Aussie. So let's go ahead and get into the charts. So I've got my 26 by 1 on the left side of my screen. That's my higher time frame brickwick chart, and I've got my 13 by 1 brickwick chart on the right side of my screen. Now today in the Syndicate program I actually took a counter trend trade for 26.18 that actually got stopped out, but I want to show you an alternate signal that I could have taken but decided not to, that actually is the one that produced the 50 pips of profit. So, you know, sometimes we don't take the right signals. It happens. We take the ones that we are presented with in our plan, and that's all we can do, right? But I want to show you the power of the brickwicks and using a higher time frame. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at our higher time frame first here on the 26 by 1 brickwick chart. Now these charts are custom built proprietary charts, and how they work is basically this. So we have our 26 by 1 brickwick chart. Now if you're familiar with Renko bars or something similar, they have a brick size, right? And that's what we're using here. In the case of the 26, what we need is 26 times 2, double that, and that creates a reversal bar right after we get plus 1. So reversal bar is going to be 51, right? 52, I guess. 26 times 2, right? 52. We get one more tick above because our tick step is 1, 26 by 1. We get one tick step above there, and that'll give us a close of this candle, and we'll be on the current candle. So that's basically how the bars work. They reverse at double our brick size plus 1, and then everything after that, every one tick beyond the prior price open, will give us these tick step bars in here of candle closes. And anytime you see a big any kind of wick in here behind the shadowed area, that just means there's a retracement off the open. Okay, so we're only printing new bars when we get whatever our tick step is set to, in this case 1 tick, 1 pip here in the Euro Aussie foreign exchange currency, and we get that 1 tick beyond the open is going to print a new bar. And then everything that comes below that price will be a retracement wick, right? And then when we get that 1 tick beyond the open price of that candle, close the candle, make a new candle, etc. So you guys can see how that really measures directional movement. So when we take a look at this chart overall in the higher time frame, we're in a downtrend. Now, how do we define an uptrend on the brickwicks? Now, if you guys are familiar with how we've taught trend changes on a chart, it would look something like this. We have a move down, a move up, a low point, then we get a break above prior level. That's the first test. Then we get another one. That's our second one. That's confirmation of a shift in trend. How do we label this? Well, this would become an outside return, which is only noted by a new structure low. So new structure low signifies that as being an outside return level. We then get a new structure high, or what we also call initial structure high here. And then we get our second one as we break above that level, new structure high. That confirms the shift in trend. So our initial structure high, or the first one when we get after prior trend past the outside return, is a signal to us that maybe this chart is going to shift in trend. Now, does it always happen? No, sometimes it's just a false breakout. But in the case if we get 2 times, we can get that confirmation. It should yield a better signal, so to speak, in terms of identifying the current trend and the shift in trend. Now, does that sometimes yield a false breakout? Of course, right? The markets are not perfect. They don't do everything we expect them to. But with a reasonable amount of certainty, we can expect these things to be true. So that's how we would normally label a minute chart, a range bar chart, Renko bar chart, something a little more familiar. But when we talk about the brickwicks, we don't really see that exact movement, right? We do see like what looks like an outside return here. I've got our swing DSR indicator on here, which is awesome for plotting highs and low swings, so you can follow the market and draw those lines as we often tell you to practice. And I'm using it here on the brickwick chart, but it certainly works in any other bar type. But I'm using it here, so it's only going to plot at the reversal bars. So what do we get? Well, a break beyond this swing DSR line here, initial structure high, another break beyond the next one, break beyond that initial structure high, right? New structure high. There's 2 of them. We can use our same labeling method that we just discussed and that you guys are familiar with here as far as identifying a shift in trend. So what does that mean for this chart on the higher time frame on the 26 by 1 Euro Aussie brickwick chart? That means we are in a confirmed uptrend. So if I'm a trend only trader, which I prefer both counter trend and trend, which is why I took that 2618 trade as a conservative entry and got stopped out. However, if you're a trend only trader, this produced the opportunity that I'm speaking of. So let's go ahead and zoom out a bit there, and what we're looking for is the area in here. Right in here is where we kind of moved into the morning session at 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 Eastern, and we're looking at trades anywhere for the rest of the day until about 3 p.m. Central. That would be 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is the close of the stock market session in equities. So let's take a look here. Well, if we line up our global crosshair here on Ninja 7, and I line that up in this area, notice we're approaching 7 o'clock. As we come right to this reversal bar, the prior candle was on the right side of my screen here at 6:15 a.m. And then the next candle, the reversal bar, didn't close until 7:08. So what does that mean? Well, after 7 o'clock and between 6:15, 40 minutes or so, or 45 minutes, or even more, 50 minutes, we had a lot of movement on the same candle, which is the yellow reversal bar seen there. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. So as we come down into here, what do we notice about our higher time frame chart? Well, it's retracing, right? But we want to get involved before that big reversal bar candle move, right? We're trying to get in a little sooner, which is where we're using a trading time frame of a 13/1 right here, Brickwick chart. So what can I look for in terms of, well, when do I get in, Charles? Right, that's the question. I'm looking at my trading time frame. You're telling me that the higher time frame's in an uptrend, so where should I get involved? Should I get involved at the first reversal? Should I be getting involved at this reversal? Well, which one should I choose? Which yellow reversal bar should I be getting involved with? We're going to use a classic bar reversal. Here I've got my indicator set. You can see those arrows. Those are plotting 3-bar reversals on my chart. But you say, well, which one do I use and why? Well, if we take a look at this, we have the black retracement bar on my higher time frame occurs, waiting for the cursor to move. They're still on that retracement right there. And then finally, right in this area on my trading time frame, right in this area, we're on that big reversal candle. You see my cursor on the left side of my screen is not moving off that big black reversal bar, which means what? Well, that means in this area, for a long time, we're just hanging out before we get our reversal. So I'm not even up yet. It's 5 a.m. Central Time here on the right side of my screen, so I'm not even awake, right? So by the time I come to the market, we've had this move already and this retracement down. And if I look at my higher time frame chart, we're in an uptrend. So where then now is the best place to get involved? It wasn't back here. And if we use our principles of reading structure on a kind of fancy way here on the Brickwicks, we can do this. We can go halfway through our reversal bar, which is our Brickwick size, 26, and we can draw a rectangle. And what do you notice about that rectangle? Well, the market comes right down into it, doesn't it? If we take a look at our trading time frame, I'm up and coming to the market in the screen somewhere around here, like, between 6:30 and 7 o'clock, and I'm seeing, look at that. Now let's take a look at this object and let's set it to all charts. Boom, it plots in here on my trading time frame. Look at that. Look at that market structure that we have to now work with off the higher time frame, right? Look left, structure leaves clues. It's powerful. So we see the market's coming down into here. We've already touched the level. We're at between 6 whatever and 7 o'clock. This candle closes at 7:08. We get our classic reversal bar indicator on here, and I'm using a 3-bar reversal. 1 on the reversal bar, 2, 3, buy stops at 4, and that produced a near 50 pip move to the first time that we actually get an alternate reversal. And we see that the market is currently at right now. You can see how a live Brickwick chart prints a live candle. Once we start to cross the midline of our brick size, we change color real time. And as we go back beyond that, it'll turn yellow. And then as soon as we get to here and 1 tick beyond, 1 pip, we'll print a black bar and then our first black tick step single next candle right in there. And then I've got my bar counter here indicator set at 4 ticks beyond the bar. What is that? Well, that's my 3-bar reversal plus 1. Right, I can place buy stops very easily for looking for reversal signals. So that's just a little bit about how that can work with the indicator and how the bars work. But this is the signal, right? We come right down into that beautiful higher time frame structure level. The bar has already come into here. The market's touched it. I'm staring at it in the morning, and then again I was looking for a counter trend trade here, so my bias was a little off. But this signal right here, simple 3-bar reversal with trend off the higher time frame at a higher time frame structure, produced a 50 pip move. So I just wanted to outline that to you guys and see the power of the brick-wick charts. These charts are meant to identify impulse movement, trend, and things like that. Extremely powerful when it comes to identifying those types of moves. As you can see, we need a certain amount of pip movement or tick movement before we can even consider an alternate direction. And everything in between there are just these long wicks of retracement unless our brick size times 2 plus 1 is satisfied as far as getting our reversal. So just wanted to share that powerful but yet simple reversal bar signal with you guys on a higher time frame confirmed uptrend chart at major structure off the higher time frame. Trading time frame came right down into it. Beautiful reversal bar, 3-bar signal. Buy stop would have yielded you somewhere in the neighborhood of about 50 pips of opportunity. Guys, that's what we're going through in the syndicate right now for the month of February. We're going to be using these charts for that at least that long. We'll see if we do something different and rotate our methods. But for now, for the month of February, we'll be checking out the brick wicks and seeing what they're capable of, and actually planning a brand new training course for all of you guys who want to trade these charts and get involved with us. But you can see just more about what's going on to make sure that it's something that you think you want to be involved with. It's just $1 for 14 days. So go ahead and click the link near this video or on this page somewhere. Click the button that says check out the syndicate or learn more, whatever I decide to type there, and you can check out the Syndicate Trial. It's just $1 for 14 days. No obligation, no contracts, no long-term commitments. If you don't like it, just email us to cancel within your trial period during business days during the week, and we'll go ahead and cancel it for you, no questions asked. But if you want to stay, it's just a $49 a month rebill. You get live coaching sessions every morning with me in the syndicate, so you get 30 to 45-minute sessions, a live webinar style format where you guys can come in, ask questions about what I'm showing or anything else in terms of trading, and we'll also look at different signals with the brick wicks, and just show and demonstrate how they can be powerful to your trading. So guys, until next time, be great, be professional traders, and I'll see you in the syndicate.